What's good, my papes? Hold on, let me just make sure everything's good. So I am driving. Oh my god, y'all seeing my crusty, ashy hands? But I'm driving to the Bronx. I'm picking up my cousin. And I really wanted to talk about certain things right now. This is gonna be a very video about current events, things like that. So if that's not your thing necessarily, I might have another video soon, but not right now, because we got to talk about some shit going on in the world. Because I did say in my last video I was going to be more active.
Stay in the second or third lane from right.
And that's my GPS. Ignore it. It's guiding me. But I like, if I haven't been posting on YouTube because I've been on TikTok constantly, like posting about.
Use the right two lanes to take the exit to merge onto Cross Island Parkway North. Toward Whitestone Bridge.
I've been talking about like a lot of things regarding like current events, things regarding like Israel and Palestine and things like that. I've really been on like my social justice warrior shit lately, and I felt like I've been really radicalized.
Take the exit.
And I just cannot stop talking about these issues. Now, this is actually one of the reasons I actually wanted to start the channel, because I always wanted to talk about like certain things that I feel like people are too afraid to talk about. And I feel like this is one of those issues where people are like, if you talk about it in a certain way, you're anti-Semitic, you're condoning terrorism, all this shit, X, Y, and Z, da 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 da.
In about 8.5 miles,
and
take exit 33 to merge onto I-295 toward Throgs Neck Bridge.
To like witness all of this happening, right? Because I was just like, oh my god, like I cannot believe I'm in like 2023 and people are bringing up like current events, like something really fucked up happening right now, and people are like, well, I don't give a fuck, it's not my problem, right? And if anybody's confused on my stance, I am pro-Palestine all the way. Honestly, the way I look at it, Israel is a whole colonizer state. It's an apartheid state. That's just how I see it from what the history that I've been reading up on, the content that I've been consuming, the information I've been getting. It just leads me to believe that Israel is an apartheid state, and it honestly does not belong there. Am I saying all Jewish people need to be wiped out from existence from that place of that piece of land? No, I can't. I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen, right? But I want to see either a two-state solution or a one-state solution where these people that are Palestinians have rights to, that are just as equal as the people in Israel. Because from what I'm seeing also is there's like a lot of racism, a lot of segregation, and me as a whole nigga, like, bro, like, why would I condone that? You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna, as black people in America that experience all of this shit brought here without our consent, enslaved without our consent, you know what I'm saying, put through so much, killed, murdered, raped, exploited for so long, othered for so long. Why the fuck would I condone some shit that's happening right now? That's so close to the exact same thing. Yeah, Israel might not have slaves or things like that, but it's just like the fact that they have segregated roads tell me enough what I need to know. And I'm not condoning no shit like that, right? So I feel like when I go on, and I've been most vocal on TikTok, I feel like when it comes to YouTube, I'm going to upload this video and I'm going to private it, and I'm going to see if they like flag it or something before I upload it. And maybe I have to like clean up something, take certain things, take certain words out. I don't know. YouTube's been on a crackdown. So as TikTok, I made one video about like, because like everybody was talking about a letter to America written by the man that caused 9/11 back in 2000, So like I said, I'm not saying no names, but I made a video about it, giving like a little piece of my opinion. And, some people are like coming for me. oh, you don't know your history, that's propaganda, da da da. And it's like, how come when I talk about this, that's propaganda, but like these people in Israel could say, you know, there's terrorists in a hospital, search the hospital, show us video, oh wait, there's guns in here, this is a tunnel for their terror, you know what I'm saying? This, and it's just like, what? Like, this is their command center. I was like, bro, like, what the fuck are we really watching? And it's like, these people claim, and they really take us for idiots. And I honestly feel like, you know, the American population as a whole, we are dumb. We are dumb. We're not smart. We're very uneducated. We get divided over the silliest issues ever, like the most mind-blowing shit for people to ever be divided over. Like, you would swear this was a country. Like, bro, this is a fucking cartoon show. And it's just like, we're so, like, it's so easy to get away with shit in America because the people are stupid. The people are complacent. The people are very unaware that they're being screwed over, right? Because in this far, far, far land away, far away from us, that we're giving money to every year, billions, right? Because we said the same thing about Ukraine. Let me know if I'm wrong. We're like, why are we sending so much money to Ukraine and we got problems over here? Flint, Michigan still ain't got water. Like, do y'all hear what I'm saying? Like, inflation is sky high, touching Jesus. Our homeless issue is literally a crisis right now. Our housing issue, we're in a housing crisis for how long? We have so many issues. Healthcare. Wish that was affordable. Wish that was something that was tangible for most people. Right? We have all these issues, but we got billions of dollars to send to East Bubblefuck. For what reason? I guess money, greed, and power outside of us, because they don't give a fuck about us as citizens. This is going to the corporations. And I feel like when people really try to defend shit like this, it's just like, are you okay with the conditions that you're given in this country? Are you okay with what you're living with? Are you okay with that? Because I am so confused. I'm so confused. Oh no, not the sun in the damn shot. Whatever. I'm so confused, right? Are we okay with these things? Because last time I checked, you know, back in the good old days, you know, what the boomers love talking about. Oh, back in my day, the young generation don't want to work, da 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 da. That's why they don't have X, Y, and Z. Mind you, housing was so much cheaper. You know, like, everything was way cheaper back then. Everything wasn't overinflated. Like, you could actually afford a living in the 60s, 70s, 80s, hell, even the 90s. Now it started touching the 2000s, mid-2010s. You know, prices started to get so high and so obtainable for most regular people. And, you know, us as the young people, we're crying out like, yo, this shit ain't it how it used to be. Like, y'all can't keep saying that, talking about the young generation is lazy and all this and X, Y, and Z, and y'all not doing the fucking math, talking about, oh, y'all drink too much coffee and avocado toast and y'all can't save your money. I'm like, bro, like, the cost of living is completely different. It is not the same. We are being exploited as we speak, bro. As we fucking speak. But those people never want to listen. And it's always that people feel like they're never affected by some shit that go, oh, well, I don't think that's how it is. I just think y'all don't. No, we do know. We experience it every day. Damn, one bedroom apartments going in New York going for like $1,500 and fucking $2,000 for one bedroom. Studios are on the same prices too in metro areas. Like, let's be so for real right now. Let's all really open our ears up and listen to each other to what the fuck we gotta say. Because there's no way all these people living in America going through all this bullshit, And then people, like, people want to protest, people want to go against this movement and X, Y, and Z, and it's just like they're met with so much criticism. Oh, and I'm gonna use this example, like the Thanksgiving Day parade, the Macy's parade, that the pro-Palestinian march intervened or whatever. People are going, oh my God, I remember when I used to watch the parade to escape all my problems in life. Your problems, like you can't afford housing, the problem that you can't afford healthcare, the problem that the cost of living is so fucking expensive you could barely afford groceries. That's that problem. Oh, okay. That problem with our money being allocated to everybody but fucking us. That problem. It's just like people aren't mathing the math. A lot of people, and honestly, when I feel people go like, oh, I'm super pro-Israel, X, Y, and Z, I honestly get the impression that sometimes these people are racist. That's just the impression that I get a lot of times, because it's just like, so you just blindly follow anything anybody says just because? I even call up my representative, y'all. I called him my fucking representative, and I was like, yo, like, what's going on? Why are we calling for ceasefire, X, Y, and Z? And he said, your congressman believes that Israel has a right to defend itself, da 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 da. And it's just like, when does that argument become invalid, right? And I'm gonna use this argument. Somebody punches you in your face, right? And you punch them back. And you immobilize them, whatever. You win the fight, you immobilize them. And then you keep going, you keep punching them some more. Then you start stabbing the person. And then, I don't know, hell, you just start shooting them just because, they did attack you. You are in the right to defend yourself. But at the cost of that, you've ended somebody's life completely. Right? And that person's no longer with us. Whatever, right? Now, how does that look in the eyes of the court? Because we already got to the point they punched you, right? We established that. You punched them back. We established that. You then immobilized them. We established that. And then after that, you kept going. When do we draw the line for what is right and what is wrong? Because last time I checked, when shit like that happens and people go overboard, they go to jail. You kill somebody in self-defense, a lot of times people still end up going to jail. Not all the time, but when you're bringing up context to a situation, a lot of these things are looked at. And in hell, like, you might look into like the history of why these two people had beef and realize that the person that did get punched in that moment before aggravated that person in prior incidents or whatever, or they may have started issues before then, right? But we don't look at the context. We're just looking at right here, right now. We're not looking at, well, what was the reason for this to happen, right? We're not looking at that. We're just going, oh, well, that's what I see, so that's what I'm going off. And it's just like, there's a cause and effect that we're not acknowledging as a nation. And I think a lot of people are trying to bring light to the situation, but it's just so hard when you're going against multi-billion-dollar companies and these big corporate conglomerate, these big entities that have so much money to pour into like the news outlets and the media and social media and all that stuff, and really change the narrative. And it's so sad that it has to be this way. It's so sad that we get to
in 2 miles, take exit 33 to merge onto I-295 toward Throgs Neck Bridge.
It's so sad that people get caught up in like these things because you felt like you watched one thing and you're like, damn, like, oh my God, poor so-and-so. And it's just like, you have to watch the whole context. And I think a lot of times that happens, especially in the news. They'll show one part, but not the other. That's strategic. That's to fool people into thinking, to making them think when they need to think for their narrative. And it's just like, that's why I don't watch a lot of mainstream news anymore. I really don't. I just can't. I can't get behind watching something and they don't accurately report on it. Absolutely not. I'm not with that at all. I don't be watching no CNN. I don't watch no NBC, no none of that, because it's just like they're so manipulative that you can't even get authentic information from these people anymore. It's crazy. And you know, for me, you know, especially like I can't really like, it's like this is my focus right now. It's just like I really want to just speak upon this, and I really want justice for these people. And you know, we can argue what's propaganda, what's not propaganda, but all I can say is, you know, I know that I watch videos all the time. And the people that I see in the most distress are the people in Palestine. I don't see people in Israel being distressed this fight. I don't see people in Israel making fucking videos talking about, oh my God, they're really we're really going through it, like we're really suffering. I'm not seeing any of that at all. But you know, it's just sad. And you know, as a person that, you know, I'm from Jamaica, which not too long ago, you know, almost 60, 70 years ago, it was a British colony. Colonized by the British up until 1963 or 62, one of them. Don't quote me. But up until then, the country was a colony. And the people
stay in the middle 2 lanes.
They had to fight for the right to be their own country. They didn't want to be under British rule. They wanted to be under their rule. So I'm not gonna go look, oh yeah, the British was so wrong for like, I'm not gonna be like, oh my God, like the British, the
use the right 2 lanes to take exit 33
so
to merge onto I-295 toward Throgs Neck Bridge
and get their own government in place. Like that's just so crazy to me that people are like wronging that. And it's just like, how fucking lost as a society are we that we're like, you know, we could look at a fucking look at people protesting and going, oh, like, man, they really ruined my parade. Like what dystopian fucking world are we living in that we give a fuck about this parade more than actual people's lives that are going through some shit? And I get it. We live in the under the guise of we live under the guise that, you know, if it's not near us, if we can't see it, then it's not our problem, right? That's what we really live under. And we can't always be like that, because we in
about 2.5 miles, take exit 10 to merge onto Throgs Neck Expressway toward New Haven.
We inadvertently support a lot of things, whether or not we like it or not, and just like breaking out of that cycle is super important. Just like Black Friday, I don't need anything on Black Friday. I'm not buying shit. I don't need nothing. I got a laptop, I got a computer, I got a tablet, I got a car, I got a, you know what I'm saying, I got a phone, I got a, you know, I got a music speaker, I got everything I need. Like, what else do I need to go shop for? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to like continue to be in this onslaught of just non-stop support of things that does not matter. But
in 2 miles, take exit 10 to merge onto Throgs Neck Expressway toward New Haven.
Now. But I'm gonna end this video here. I'm gonna have more updates, and I'm gonna do a better sit-down video, because right now I'm driving and I can't really establish and say everything I need to say and get all my points out. But we have more videos out. Well, I have more videos I want to make about this. But like I said, if you guys are interested in watching this, let me know. I do have other videos I want to make, but it's just like, y'all gotta give me some time. Like, I was just going through Thanksgiving, work week, and for retail, that bitch is hell and back. Like, it's not fun. It's not fun at all. But it's over. I have some time to myself. I'm gonna upload this video today, and I'm gonna see y'all later.